Okay, so we're back with another Reddit video, guys. Welcome back. I am Castle, aka the real Some Yeezus.
How original of
This
us.
is my little brother,
AKA.
at the real thick Yeezus.
Two Qs.
Two Qs, because he's extra thick and creamy. We're doing another Reddit video, and we're not wearing the same clothes. We actually did our laundry, and this just happens to be the day that
Well,
we
this
wear...
is my favorite shirt.
Right, and this is also my only shirt.
Right. So well, you have like 19 of those.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I love them so much that's...
Yeah, I only have one of these, so I wash it every time. I'm like, I'm doing a Reddit video today.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have my
That's the
favorite
Reddit shirt.
This is my lucky Reddit shirt.
You're gonna have to like wear that shirt during all Reddit
Yeah,
videos.
right.
Okay, so
whitish gray.
So let's recap for the people your Reddit experience. So
Okay,
far.
so it was awful.
It was awful,
terrible, horror, nightmare-inducing,
and then hilarious.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Well, hilarious and fascinating.
Yeah.
We'll say.
Yeah.
So now what I want to do is, because some people may not know, but what is your profession?
I am technically a photographer.
Technically a photographer. Are you a technical photographer, or why do you say technically?
Because it is not where I make my money at the moment.
Okay.
But I will be.
Gotcha.
So it's not my day job.
But you would be, by skill, you would be considered to be a professional photographer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of subreddits, and you and I are all... Anybody who knows me knows I'm a dick.
Yes.
We got in a little bit of a scuffling match with people over the Crucible. People were not happy about the Crucible.
Boy, didn't.
So people know that I can be a dick, but
Right.
everybody thinks that you're wholesome and innocent, and I just...
I know I'm really good at acting.
Yeah, and that I just torture you.
Right.
So I've decided I'm going to give you an opportunity
Okay.
to be a dick.
All right. I'll try my damnedest.
So the first thing that we're going to look at is a subreddit called r/I took a picture.
I actually post to this subreddit.
Okay.
This is actually the only subreddit I've ever posted to.
So what we're going to do
Okay.
is we're going to go through, and you are going to rate these photos.
Okay. Like 1 to 10, or
You pick the scale. What do you want your scale to
I
be?
hate that.
No. Okay, you're going to rate the overall of the photo on a 1 to 10.
All right. How about?
And then but we're going to be constructive. We're not going to come in here, we're just going to be like, that's dick. You're going to come in, you're going to rate it overall on a scale of 1 to 10. You're going to say what's wrong with it and what can be done to fix it.
Ooh, that's a lot of pressure. Okay, I like it.
All right?
Okay.
So I was already a little bit too low on the screen, but so what we're looking at here is this is Bird Street, and this is actually Cork City in Ireland. This is where I grew up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Well, actually, I grew up in Wicklow, but
Yeah.
this is near there. All right, so he got a very interesting sort of...
Yeah, so a couple things about this. This kind of looks like a composite shot. And for those who don't know, composite shot is when you take multiple photos or images in general and put them together.
Before you get into your description, give us a 1 to 10.
I would give this a solid 8.5. Like, it's a very pleasing picture. It follows some rules of photography. You know, you have leading lines from the bottom and from the sides going to a subject.
Okay.
There's not just lines in the photo, because a lot of people they'll just put leading lines to nothing, and it's like that looks cool. But there's nothing compelling about it.
Well, because these are the top photos. These are the top rated ones. So I'm going to the top.
I'm sure they'll most of these will probably have.
But don't be afraid to be critical.
No. Well, yeah, right. Yeah, that's
All
what they're here for. It has a consistent like tone and color. Like, it looks very intentional. Right. Whether it was a composite shot or
an actual picture.
Yeah, an actual like straight out of camera. It has very clear intention and subject. I like it. It's so 8.5 solid.
Okay, so what's wrong with it? What could be fixed?
It's a little messy, very cluttered, as though like there are.
And you mean like they left too many birds in? There's too much stuff blocking the lines.
Well, not so much just like it's
like for instance, up here these birds here could have been taken out of the sky.
I probably would have, but if they're just going for straight street, like very in the like they want it to be they want it to be as pure as possible. I understand not wanting to take anything out, because then that does become more digital art and not so much photography. That's a huge debate, but we won't go into that. But by messy, I mean like there are subjects to focus on, but like my eye doesn't go to one thing. Yeah. Like initially it goes to the building, and any good photograph you should be looking around. You right. shouldn't, in my opinion, unless that's kind of a. It's so subjective. I'm gonna try not to be so like, but if.
No, straight up. There should be your professional opinion. So we're not saying that you're the end all be all of knowledge right. on photography, but we're saying that what would you do?
Yeah, I would have tried to make like the intent of this photo a little bit more clear, because it's was the point the birds?
Okay, so
was it the the kind of tunnel effect that we're getting?
So your critique is that there's no clear thesis. Like we don't know what we're supposed to be focusing on. We don't know what the subject of the photo is supposed to be.
Right. My eye doesn't get drawn to one thing. Like I go to the building in the back first.
Right.
But then I kind of start to dart immediately. Like I don't find intention in it. Like, because really the only color is the building in the back. It stands out the most.
See, for me, there are two subjects here.
Correct.
And it's this bird in the foreground and this bird in the middle.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Yeah.
See. I don't like I can see where you're getting at with that, but like this looks like a piece of trash to me. Like it is obviously a bird, but initially
it looks like it's the part of the pile of trash.
Yeah, it looks like it's either part of the trash or something wrong with the building.
Okay,
or
so that actually gives precedent to what you're saying, that there is nothing. There's no clear win
right
in this photo.
And again, I really like this photo. Like I think it's very interesting, but there's no clear subject to it. There's no clear intention.
So your critique is that it doesn't have a proper subject, and how would you fix it?
Well, that's kind of tough with photos like this, because was his intention?
No. That's not what we're talking about. What would you do? We don't care what his intention was.
Right. Okay, that's fair.
What would you do?
I probably would have waited for more of the birds to scatter. If I was trying to get birds.
So you're not even talking about fixing it in post. You're saying the picture was taken too soon.
Well, I'm starting from the camera because that's where I like to work from the camera.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Like the more you do on the day of, the less you have to do in post, depending on what your intention is.
Okay, so user MCA148,
or if the intention again was like the buildings, the architecture, the leading lines going.
Then make that
building.
Defined.
Make that clear, yeah. Wait, like it's okay. Like maybe you wanted some birds in there just to add some more motion to the shot.
So even after all that, you're still going to rate it solid 8.5.
Absolutely. No, I love the image. Like I think it's very good. So, and that's photography, though.
Our next one, because we spent a long time on that first one.
We did. Sorry.
All right, because I had two subreddits I wanted to go through, but we may not make it through them.
Well, we got this.
Okay, so the next one has 2,000 upvotes, and it says "I tap" of Fana Miami. Let's see.
Okay, very simple, very clean.
I'm just going to say outright, for me, it's a very cliche photo.
It is. Which, I mean,
it's kind of like what your teacher always says. Don't shoot something that everybody else is shooting unless you're going to shoot it in your way.
Well, and yeah,
because I feel like I could buy 100 postcards with this.
You buy 100 postcards. You could probably see 100 photos of this on Instagram. And if that's what you like to shoot, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think that's what photography is. It's what you enjoy shooting.
You're the softest dick that's ever been on the internet.
I know. What I like about this is the clear color palette. I would give this a 6.
That's generous.
Well, and because
you're the photographer. Yeah, I'm just saying that's very generous.
Well, and so why it's not higher? I don't think we need all this negative space up here. Like you could have cropped this down to here. There's nothing interesting going on up here. It doesn't help the image in any way to have all that space up there. If you're using this for print, like if you are a commercial photographer, that's great actually. For commercial use, having all this space for
text
Fana Miami, like a travel postcard, awesome. For just like print or personal use.
And what do you think the chances that Royal Hospital B is...
you never know. Probably very unlikely.
All right, so you're saying that the way that you would have fixed it is less negative space?
Yeah, I would have cropped in a little bit more, whether that be walking up more, zooming in more, cropping in post. honestly, I would have added some clouds in post because it's a very boring sky.
Right.
It honestly takes away from this. I would have
either needs to be perfect blue.
I was like I would either completely take away clouds so that you have these nice blue and green gradients in the middle of the frame, and like these cream and red ones at the bottom, adding very nice contrast, or just like added in some interesting elements to the sky.
Okay, all right. So
because that's the negative space and the boring sky.
Oh, I took a photo of.
Yes,
I took a photo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Yeah. Okay, so I took a photo of some wine glasses.
Okay.
All right. Instantly, I have an issue with this photo existing at all, but that's
why?
It's frustrating.
What about it?
Well, one, this glass is fuller than that glass.
Yeah.
This glass is on a kilter. That one's not.
Or is that just a perspective thing?
No, it's definitely fuller. Like it's farther up in, and then on top of that, this glass is kiltered, and this one is straight. There's just like
there's some onset problems.
Well, so my issue is that you went for this aesthetic, right?
Yeah.
Like you were very, very clearly, and I don't know how much of this is done in camera, how much of it's done in post.
But, I mean, most of it looks like it was done in camera.
But you went and you did all of this work to make it look like it was this perfect, even aesthetic.
Yeah.
And then just the glaring problems with. I don't know. It just bothers me.
So those are definitely. Well, it looks like both of them are kind of kiltered, like a little bit. So that's weird. I would have shot at a lower angle because I don't think having the top in here does anything for the photo, like having the tops of the water.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, because actually that hurts this here because then you've got sort of this break in the gradient.
Yeah, it takes away from the aesthetic, like, and that's already happening at the top there.
Right.
In the middle glass. I would have done something to try to fix this reflection in the left glass because we're getting a hard reflection of the middle glass, and I think that takes away as well. I would have found something else to put them on because it takes away from the aesthetic.
Well, this is very ugly, yeah.
It is. It's not clean. Maybe a mirror or a piece of glass.
So we skipped your rating. What's your overall rating for
Probably a 4 or 3. It looks like they put thought into it, just not enough. Like,
right.
A little bit more intention, and this could have been a very pleasing photo.
And so, you/ear guy, there you go. Got some. Watch all of these people be like grossly more successful photographers than you, and you're just in here talking shit about their stuff. Ooh.
There you go.
So this is a picture
with my phone.
With my phone.
With my phone. Okay. That being said, I am having a hard time. I don't know what kind of phone he has. I'm having a hard time believing this is a real photo. And simply because, and phones are getting better, don't get me wrong. Like, he could have like some glass that he bought that.
So there are probably 4 phones on the market that could achieve this.
And
the Pixel 4, this phone, my phone, the Moto Z, with the Hasselblad attachment.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's the reach that I find.
Right.
Because
this level of detail
this
from a
is
phone.
very sharp. Like, this is very clean. Like, there's not a lot of, unless there was either tons of post-processing.
So you think we've got some shenanigans going on here?
I don't think it was just his phone.
Okay. Right.
I think it's a very lovely photo. Like, and it's of the moon. Like, you can't.
Who is it? Ryueri. We are gonna call shenanigans on you.
If it was with the phone, like,
brilliant.
8 to 9, honestly. Like,
but
that's
from your professional opinion, you don't think it's from the phone.
I don't think it's possible. It's just phone technology isn't there. Okay. Like, their sensors are tiny.
So given that, what's your rating?
Yeah, if it was with the phone, 8 to 9. It's very impressive. Being as though I don't think it was just the phone, like a 4.
Okay, all right, fair.
Because of the caption.
Okay,
mostly.
So I don't believe that, because I saw this one when I was looking at the subreddit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe somebody shot this photo recently. I think this was pulled from somewhere on the internet.
Really? Why is that?
I don't believe that whoever posted it did it, because this looks very much like something that was shot for National Geographic or Even for like a zoo.
Did you check the user out? Does he have any other work? Like
I did not, but
well, I mean that's a way to verify. If like unless he's just someone that takes other people's shit, which could happen. Kind of looks that way.
Yeah,
but I mean, like there are so many photographers out there that don't actually like do anything with their photos. They're just really talented photographers that are out there taking photos. So I mean, he could be a very talented photographer. The Justo Gusto. I like his name.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I don't believe it.
Circa 2007. I don't know. It could be.
I don't believe it. Okay, so I want to move on because we only got about 4 minutes left.
Okay.
So I want to move on.
Actually, I just
r/photo critique.
I actually just got into this Reddit.
Okay, so we're not gonna. So I have it on top right now, but we're not gonna do top actually. We're gonna do all of the new ones.
Okay.
Oops, shoot. We're gonna do all of the new ones for right now because basically, if it's brand new, no one's really seen it or touched it yet, hasn't had a chance to post. So you're gonna be one of the first people to give an opinion here.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
So we're gonna start with the top one. We have time to probably do about 3 photos if we keep it brief. All right. All right. So portrait of my friend's chicken.
The framing is very odd. Okay, I'll give a rating first. Like 3. The framing's very odd. I would have either slightly moved one way or the other. Either give more context with the background or just completely black it out. The far left is distracting.
Right, because you've got almost 80% of your frame eaten up by this black.
Right, and
then you've got the fence in the background.
And I wouldn't mind, and then like how the direction that he shot it. Obviously, it's a chicken. He can't really like move it. It looks like it was on a farm. Mm-hmm. I would have moved so that the lighting on the chicken was more intentional.
Right.
Because it just looks like you took a snapshot of a chicken. So be more, and this is something that I still make. I don't be more intentional with your background. I don't want to sound like a dick, but it sounds to me like your critique was essentially be a better photographer. I mean, watch your backgrounds. It's a big thing because it's all part of the photo.
Okay.
Like
so then Magnus 2330 basically saying be more careful with your composition.
I was like, you pay attention.
Be deliberate.
Pay attention to your subject, but look at what's going on in your background too.
Photo I took in Mexico. Would love comments on how to improve.
Okay, so it's obviously a very lovely scene. It does just look like a snapshot on a cell phone, which if it was, that's fine. I mean, not everybody needs a big giant camera setup. I would crop in a little bit. You have a lot of negative space that's not helping you out. You've got distracting elements in the foreground and in the background in the clouds. If this was with a phone, you can't really fix the dynamic range, which is like your lights to darks.
Give it a rating real quick and tell them how to quit because we got 1 minute left to do the outro.
Okay. 5.5. It's a very lovely scene. You just fix your composition.
/who's better than us.
Crop in and fix your colors a little bit. Like it's very, it's all over the place. Like be intentional with your colors.
Right.
Like
okay.
How you want.
So did you enjoy this better than
I did actually? This was actually a lot of fun. I like this a lot.
So I like obviously this isn't the kind of stuff people normally do on Reddit, but I figured we could be a dick and kind of help people a little bit. Okay.
Is there a Reddit that's like pompous photographers? Like, oh, look at how cool I am.
No, but we have a Reddit called r/well actually.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of our subreddits, and it's where people can go in and be like, well, actually.
Oh.
So, yeah, you could be a pompous dick in that Reddit.
Yeah, nice. Well, I didn't mean for me. I meant like pompous photographers go, like we go on to
their images on to their stuff and
be like, they're like, oh, look at how fucking cool I am.
I was the dick.
Right. Yeah, I know.
You were supposed to be a dick, and I ended up being...
Are we shocked then?
No, okay. No one is. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, please do let us know in the comments down below. Recommend subreddits to us. And again, if you like these, just tell us, and we'll do more of them, because I've got a lot more content coming up for you guys in... weeks. We're going to do a lot more of these. We're going to do gaming playthroughs. We're going to do pop culture videos. We're going to do videos on literature. We're going to do videos on film. We're going to do more of the Crucible. We're going to start talking more about online creators. Of course, I'm going to be doing more cultural and pagan cultural stuff, as well as like festivals and traditions and mythologies. And then, of course, we have our podcast, which launched a few weeks ago,
Right.
and that is Endless Epic. There should be 2 or 3 episodes out by now.
Let us know how you're liking that.
Yeah, let us know how you're liking it, and you can go subscribe to it wherever you get your podcasts.
Right.
Again, that's Endless Epic. And where can people find you?
Instagram, cbash, sea.bash, TikTok and Twitter, The Real Thick Yeezus with 2 Q's.
And of course, you guys know you can follow me on all of the things at Real Slim Yeezus or at The Real Slim Yeezus, and you'll know because my face is literally on whatever account it is.
So it's easy to find you.
Yeah, and it's very easy to tell if it's a fake account because they're not funny. So just...
And it won't be
pay,
you.
Yeah, and pay attention. Like, if somebody is tweeting out a bunch of shit that's not very funny, clearly not my account.
Right.
All right.
Thanks,
so
guys.
yeah, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell. We broke 2,400 a little while back, which is crazy incredible, and we just broke 105,000 on TikTok. You guys are insane.
Yeah.
So thank you, heathens, for joining the clan. We appreciate the hell out of you. And we welcome all of you new dragons into the horde. And from...
Still don't have an outro.
Still don't have an outro, because this is definitely later than when we filmed the rest of the videos.
So maybe next time we'll have an outro.
Right, so until next time, stay bloodthirsty, my friends. And we'll see you in the next one. Oh, we keep forgetting at the end of these, all hail.